to another what I eat in a day video. However, I decided to do things a little bit differently. Today I am going to put everything that I eat into Cronometer, so that I can break down my, calorie and nutrient intake, because I still get a lot of questions about, how do you get enough calcium? How do you get enough iron? How do you get enough zinc? All these kind of questions. And I just thought I would show you, exactly what I'm eating to get exactly what I'm getting. I just finished my breakfast, which was delicious. So that breakfast keeps me really full and really energized for hours. I've been adding chia seeds to my oats for quite a while, but I've only just recently started adding in the hemp seeds maybe like a week or two ago, and I'm really loving them. I like mixing up the seeds because you can get sick of one seed, but hemp seeds are particularly good because they're really high in omegas, omega-3s, and they're also really high in magnesium, calcium, and iron. And I love coconut yogurt. It is my obsession, especially that brand that I showed you. It is so good. Now I'm gonna put everything in Cronometer that I've eaten so far today to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown on everything that's happening. So let's do it. This here is Cronometer. This is what I choose to use because I've always just known this app, and yeah, it works well. So before I add my food, I'm gonna show you how I kind of set it up to the way I like it. If you go to profile, and I put in my details there, but down here you can kind of, put in a certain ratio if you want, like the paleo or the low fat, high carb kind of lifestyle, but I just go fixed targets. And I go back here and see I have my energy is minimum, 1900 calories and maximum 3000, which I just put that there as, whatever. And then everything else is all the standard kind of, guidelines in terms of calcium and iron, and all of these are standard, and omegas. And yeah, I don't think I've changed anything here. Oh, actually, I maybe changed my protein up a little bit. So mine's 90 grams minimum, 120 grams maximum a day, and then I haven't put in a target for carbs because I don't really care. Fat minimum 30, maximum 60. These are all just guidelines, of course. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I've set it up. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna add in everything that I've had so far today, and it's pretty basic. They don't have everything. They have most things in here, and you can always create your own food item if you want to as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna add everything in and I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is everything that I have had so far today. We're about 837 calories. Yeah, as you guys saw, I had a smoothie before I went to the gym today. So I don't do smoothies every single day by all means. I probably do them about once a week, and if not, I will have an acai bowl or a piece of fruit just before I go to the gym. But it really does depend on what time I'm going to the gym and how I feel, if I'm hungry, or what kind of workout I'm doing. But if I know I'm going to be doing a substantial workout, then I will try and have something before I go, like an acai bowl, a piece of fruit, or a smoothie. That kept me going throughout my workout. And then when I got back, I had my muesli. So they don't have quinoa puffs in the system, so that's why I've just put oatmeal. 1 cup of my muesli mixture usually goes in, and then in my muesli mixture is some almonds, so I put that in as well. And I got my chia seeds, my blueberries, some coconut yogurt. They don't have the brand that I use, so I just put that one. Mango, and this is my smoothie stuff, and then also some hemp seeds on top. And yeah, as you can see, I've already got my omegas up, so it's so easy to hit them, and it's really good to do this to see where you're getting those omegas from, and helps you understand your food so much better. I've got 30 grams of fat in there so far, and yeah, that my breakfast sometimes is that fatty, sometimes isn't that fatty. It really just depends on what seeds I'm putting in, whether or not I had acai that morning. Yeah, I just go with it. I just go with the flow and see how I'm feeling. Alrighty, I will see you guys at lunchtime. Lunch. It was so good. I honestly don't get over that combination. Mexican food is one of my favorites. So beans, you know, tortillas, corn, avocado, tomatoes. I really don't get sick of it. I popped everything that I had for lunch into Chronometer, so we're gonna have a look now. Alrighty, so I put in my lunch, got my sweet potato, black beans, lettuce, tomatoes, corn tortilla, avocado, corn, nutritional yeast, and I also added in my water. This is my 4th bottle of water for the day, but they're not quite a litre each. And I also took a bottle to the gym actually. So I would say I've easily had over 3 liters of water today. We're at 1800 calories, yep. Protein's good, 83%. And as you can see, everything is quite green, which is good. You know, I'm at lunch and most of my targets have been hit. If you hover over your vitamins and minerals, you can see what is the top contributor. And as you can see, black beans almost at the top for every single one, and you know, they are just so nutritious. Like beans and legumes in general are just so good for you. I find a lot of people struggling with some of these, like calcium, iron, zinc, and yeah, your legumes are just so high in that. And then of course oats, sweet potatoes, and also our greens. Everything's looking really good. My selenium is not quite there yet. I wouldn't say every day, but maybe every second day or just when I remember. I have a Brazil nut, and that is your selenium intake for the day. So if you're worried about selenium or you're low in selenium, then have a Brazil nut a day. Vitamin D through the sun, I get my vitamin D. Vitamin E, we're not quite there with vitamin E yet, but I'm gonna have lots of greens and veggies with dinner, so that should bump up as well. I also just wanted to mention B12, because here it says my B12 is 140% because it's coming from the coconut yogurt, which isn't actually the coconut yogurt I use, but I take a supplement. This is the supplement I use. It's a sublingual spray. It's by Bioceuticals, and it's super simple. I just spray it under my tongue once or twice, usually before bed. And I recently got a blood test and my B12 levels are really high. So I know that this is doing fine, and anything that I'm getting from food as well. All right, I'll see you guys at dinner time. Alrighty guys, I'm finished up with dinner. It was delicious and I just popped everything into Chronometer, so let's have a look. Okay, so I added in pumpkin, brown rice, kale, cauliflower, snow peas, tomatoes, and coconut milk. Now I have tried my best to get everything as accurate as possible. We're at 2,370 calories. Scrolling down here, we have everything in the green except for vitamin E, which I'm very close to hitting, and vitamin D, which I, obviously get that from the sun, so I haven't put that in. Oh my god, I just forgot. I was gonna put tofu in my curry tonight and I completely forgot. Baby, I forgot to put tofu in.
Oh, that's something that's missing.
Yeah, oh, so silly. Oh well, it doesn't matter because I've still hit my protein requirements. Black beans, oatmeal, soy milk, brown rice, kale, sweet potato. Kale is also one of the other superstars that you'll find at the top most of the time. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to show you guys. So I got a total of 51 grams of fat, 130 grams of carbs, and 90 grams of protein. So that's my ratios. So hopefully this has given you guys a little bit of an insight into, you know, how you can get certain nutrients and minerals from foods. And if you like this style of video where I kind of break things down a little bit more and show you guys, you know, my intake on most days, then give this video a thumbs up or leave a comment down below so that I know. And this is great, like tracking, you know, your intake, but it's never 100% accurate. I try to do my best with, you know, putting in everything right, but it's still, you know, give or take in terms of calories and everything like that. So the best way to check if you're actually deficient in anything is to get a blood test. I get one at least once a year to check up on things and just make sure that I'm getting everything. I'll link a few things down below that's helped me over the past few months in terms of nutrition and learning more and you know, experimenting with different things. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
I wonder what cheers is in Thai. We never learned that, did we? Like, what's like...
Eat.
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 That's what it is in Greek. Eat!